Alright, hey, what's going on? It's Ben here, bringing to you some Zoo Magmar again. I'm not too confident how strong this deck is because the meta has definitely stabilized a little bit and just a little bit, of course. And there are a lot of really strong decks, so this, I'm sure you're all aware of this guy. Horn the Seeker, not big fan favorite these days because, you're giving a card to your opponent as well as yourself. Although, I guess running a lower curve allows you to get better stuff, but I guess you get a tempo loss by putting 1 mana for a card while your opponent just gets a free card. But really the hope of this deck, or the goal of this deck, is pretty much to get ahead on board quickly, and you can do that by buffing up your minions with stuff like Primordial Gazer and Greater Fortitude. And once you maintain that board control, you can definitely keep on pressuring your opponent out of the game. Especially with cards like Tegedi and Sunsteel Defender, which has almost infinite value if you're already ahead on board. It's very hard to get rid of a Sunsteel Defender from behind. It's also not that vulnerable to a Dispel like Albi Sage, because you can get value without being dispelled. Once you're dispelled, it turns into a 4/3 body, which is... it's not bad for something that was dispelled. I guess it's just a turn for Tegedi now. Or I could use a Blistering Scorn so I can just attack into the Windblade Adept. That's not a bad idea if I do say so myself. A lot of different options for myself, yeah. I might just drop a Tegedi, right? Because it's not very efficient for me to... Well, actually I could use a Blistering Scorn and Healing Mystic. So let's... Yeah, I guess I can keep what's in my hand right now. I guess I'd like a War Beast sometime, but it's not that big of a deal. I have to drop a Blistering Scorn first. Get rid of this guy, come up here, get rid of this guy also. There's no need to play around Dancing Blades just yet, so I think I'm just going to drop the Healing Mystic over here and heal up this Healing Mystic over here. Because you just want to keep your big guys healthy. There's no need for me to heal myself. Yeah, I think next turn I will definitely use a Seeking Eye because I could just drop the Tegedi here. I am ahead on board by quite a bit now, so this is kind of good. I just need to be aware of an Ironcliffe Guardian. It's not bad. Let's just put a good trade on Healing Mystic. Good-ish. Drop Silver Garnet. Yeah, that does seem pretty good. That means that there's no easy trades with my minions. If I get War Beast, should I play it? Just put down the Tegedi here. Well, let's go and get rid of the Silverguard Knight, that's for sure. I do have a lot of Saber Spine Tigers. Maybe next turn I'll just do the Primordial Gazer and a Saber Spine Tiger. That'd be pretty insane. Sunbloom, okay, that's pretty insane to spell. I guess to play around that, I could put Tegedi over here, but that doesn't seem very good because the Tegedi effect wouldn't be that great. I guess it'd be still okay. But he shouldn't have mana to play anything really significant here. Yeah, so I have a Primordial Gazer, so it's alright. Probably don't need a Flashes anymore. At this point, I have enough mana to play out all the cards that I want to play, and all the cards that I need to play. Alright, so I'll play the Primordial... Well, playing Primordial Gazer over here doesn't really play around Dancing Blades too well. I guess I can put my Healing Mystic in a position where it will play around Dancing Blades. Still weak to a Holy Immolation, which is kind of bad. Should I just hold on to my hand? Or maybe I should have attacked with a Healing Mystic. Yeah, I'm putting on a lot of damage. I have 9 on board, and then I have 5 in hand. So it's getting pretty close. I guess putting on the damage was kind of important. This does maybe scare him about me threatening lethal next turn. Alright, yeah, that's good. Alright, now I'm going to need a Repulsor Beast. I can remove this Ironcliffe Guardian if I'm really afraid of Divine Bond. Or Dire Type Frenzy would be not bad. Let's use a Seeking Eye first. Let's see what I can grab. Might even use a Flash Reincarnation. Ooh, I just want to sack everything into that. Not really an efficient trade either. It is quite a bit of damage I'm taking, but I can't let it stick around because of Divine Bond, right? Or should I risk it? I can deal 7. I guess I'll put 2 Greater Fortitudes on this guy so it wouldn't die to a hit from the Ironcliffe Guardian. And I don't... do I want to take damage? Yes, I do, I think. I do want to keep a board control here. He won't be able to deal 12 from hand anyway. At least I hope he won't be able to deal 12 from hand. It seems a little bit unlikely. I'm not sure if he can actually risk taking 7 from the Saber Spine Tiger. But if he has another Ironcliffe Guardian, that'd be pretty intense. I don't even get another Seeking Eye next turn, so this is kind of bad. Do I even have War Beasts in my deck? I'm pretty sure I do. But I haven't seen any so far. Oh, Blistering Scorn. The card I was afraid of. Not really. Yeah, at this point I just lose. I guess I used too many resources on that Ironcliffe Guardian. This hand doesn't seem bad at all. It does leave me a lot of options, although there isn't any immediate effects. But next turn I could drop a Young Slither and a Blistering Scorn, although it doesn't seem that attractive. I think I'll still get rid of a Repulsor Beast because you don't really want the Repulsor Beast right now. I guess I could have used a flash on a Tegedi last turn, but that doesn't seem very efficient. The 3/3 body with a Tegedi effect is pretty good, but you know, there's a lot of better plays that you'd rather play. Okay. I guess I'll get rid of a flash here actually, because I don't have anything that synergizes with flash. Except for Tegedi technically, but I don't think Tegedi's effect will be extremely good against Linar. I guess I could just put a Tegedi here. He doesn't have a Roar next turn, so it seems pretty good to me. Yeah, Tegedi just puts so much pressure. Having another follow-up with a Tegedi is actually so much pressure on Linar. Linar definitely really needs Divine Bond to really deal with Tegedi well. Or some kind of 1 damage spell, I guess. Yeah, the real kicker here is a second Tegedi. I could use Blistering Scorn and Greater Fortitude this turn. It seems pretty good. It does allow me to take out most of the things on the board. Unfortunately, it's a little bit weak to Dancing Blades, which is not very attractive. Guess let's get rid of the Young Slither first. Sunsteel Defender. I'd rather play the Tegedi though. Or I think I'm going with the Greater Fortitude and the Tegedi. That puts on the most pressure, and it's pretty proactive play if I do say so myself. Also means that there's 2 really big minions he has to deal with. I mean, not really big, but that Young Slither as a 4/4 is nothing to joke at. Hopefully he doesn't have a Sunbloom, I guess. I guess there's a consideration to playing a Tegedi over here. Well, I can't play a Tegedi over here if I'm going to grab the Mana Spring. Well, actually I can. I can just put it over here, then come down here, grab Mana Spring, and use the Greater Fortitude over there. Oh, does he have another Primus Fist? That'd be pretty brutal. Man, this guy knows how to deal with Tegedi, but he is putting himself a little bit behind because putting down Primus Fist means that he has to have a Silver Guard Knight, and it looks like he doesn't have a Silver Guard Knight. That's a very odd play to put Azurite Lion there because I can just use my Young Slither to get rid of it. I'll probably be dropping a Sunsteel Defender here. Although Sunsteel Defender just dies to this Primus Fist and the general hitting, which is not great. Let's get rid of the Jaxi. It's a little bit too slow at this point of the game. Oh, another Tegedi. That seems pretty good to me. And he just used a Roar, so he wouldn't be able to use a Roar on the Tegedi. At least that's a hope. That he wouldn't be able to get rid of a Tegedi again. Guess I'll make this attack on him. So that's my 3rd Tegedi. And so far he's had good ways to deal with both of them because he had 2 Primus Fists. Which is kind of unfortunate, but can you deal with Tegedi number 3? Hopefully not. I guess he could just sack his Primus Fist into a Tegedi. I guess not, he's going to put on damage. Holy Immolation is kind of odd because he does remove his own Primus Fist, and that means he's going to be lacking a little bit on options next turn. Although he is putting a lot of damage, if I do say so myself. Oh, Tempest! Alright, but that means he's losing his entire board. So it's not too bad of a situation for me. That's kind of bad, I guess. Our Blistering Scorn probably not that useful right now. I do want to drop a Dancing Blades here. I need to keep a little bit of a distance as well. I guess I'll play around Dancing Blades slightly by putting a Sunsteel Defender here and the Primus Fist in front of it. I do have a lot of damage coming up, so I feel pretty good about this. Even though he does have a health lead on me, I do have a superior board position, so it's not bad. Not bad at all. Let maybe I should have positioned myself over here so it kind of plays around the Ironclad Guardian over here. Ruby Rifter, okay. I think I have enough damage now. 6, 7, 8 plus 8 plus 6, 14. 15, 16. Right? Right. Yeah, that's lethal. Definitely lethal. Oh, he conceded. Alright, I'll get rid of one of the Primordial Gazers. I don't really need two of them in my opening hand. Amplification, interesting. That could work well with a flash. Although having two flashes is not really necessary. Yeah, Amplification I only keep two of because a little bit too situational. I actually probably should get rid of it next turn. Unless I have a good kill on one of these guys. Actually, if you use a Blood Tier Alchemist on the Primus Fist, it's going to be very favorable for me. Or Maw, in fact. This is really good for me. Yeah. I like it. I like it! Yeah, that's a pretty big swing. Let's get rid of one of the flashes. Hopefully I can get something proactive to play. Sunstead Defender is totally fine. In fact, I can use one of the flashes on the Sunstead Defenders. And I can defend one of the Mana Screens, which is all really good. All really good. Poor guy. Have an amplification on you. Almost feel bad about it. I mean, amplification is really good situationally, but most of the time you don't really get something like this. Greater Fortitude is often the better proactive play. Or it works better with the Saber Spine Tiger, so keeping two amplifications I feel is just right. But yeah, this definitely puts him in a very tough position, yeah. Not to mention I can get rid of anything he puts down, so... Well, anything that he would likely put down. I'm not sure if I can get rid of anything that comes down. But this Sunstead Defender is already a lot of trouble, because yeah, you can't deal with the Sunstead Defender. Oh, that's odd. So he's teleporting his guy over there. Can I get rid of that? I don't think so. If not, I don't think that Albi's Sage is particularly good at putting down one-turn kill turns, so I think I'm pretty good about this. I can just put on the pressure. It's not like he's going to have a Divine Bond, right? At least that's a hope. Let's get rid of the Young Slither first, actually. A little bit of a mistake. I should have kept it around. Alright, Repulsor Piece is not bad. Although not particularly useful. Well, that was a mistake. I should have used a Greater Fortitude. I guess there's no point in using a Greater Fortitude now. I was just thinking of which one I should put it on, the Sunsteel Defender than the Primus Fist, and I decided not to use it at all. Oh my gosh, that's really terrible. I could lose because of that. It's possible. But putting the Albi Sage over there, it doesn't really make any sense. Unless you want to drop some stuff, but... I don't know. It doesn't really make much sense. Unless he's going to use a Pado to teleport me, like, over here instantly, then it doesn't really make much sense. Not to mention, the positioning there is a little bit awkward also. He should have come here and then... Well, I guess... I feel like he should have gone here. That would have been a little bit closer. So I have 8 plus 12 lethal. Lethal. Even though I made a misplay. I had a... I guess his misplay is kind of a bigger deal. Because you can't exactly just... like, put your guys over there and not deal with the board that's coming at you.